Shepard will go in motion right. Here's Newton now on second down. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Anthony Barr in there to get him for a loss of a yard, and it'll bring up third down. Throwing on third down, Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Vikings coming out here again to take over on offense. And this is a crew, obviously, that was so close, Charles, to becoming the first ever team to play a Super Bowl in their own stadium. So disappointment in that last game against Philly. But overall, I think they've got to be pretty pleased with the season.
They have to be, because they put it all together. Won the NFC North. How about that win over the Saints in the divisional round? I mean, I don't know that they'll ever top that in terms of getting something done late in the game, especially with what was on the line. They do get Dalvin Cook back at running back next year. I think they'd still like to have a little more speed at wide receiver. But all in all, this team comes back pretty well intact and will be a force for a while.
Yeah, that defense is pretty set.
Very much so. I mean, try and move the ball against their front and then try and throw it against Xavier Rhodes. Good luck to you.
Second down, 8. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
That was second down run for Murray. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a third down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel, because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
Keenum. And he's able to find Diggs. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Oh, how about this on first and goal? And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time, because let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On second down, here's Keenum. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Forbath out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. As you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game. Not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
They start on the ground. This is Stewart on first. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
In motion right comes Funchess. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Steps away to his left. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Back to throw, Newton. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They take over 1st and 10 in excellent field position here. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. So they get the INT. Now here's Keenum. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. A toss to Cook. Cook with a 1st down and much more. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Well, last year, I'm not sure we saw very many of those runs, did we, from the Vikings? I mean, they had the poorest rushing attack in the league.
Just 75 yards per game, but carries like the one we just saw, that'll help bolster that average.
Yeah, certainly, and they tried to beef up the offensive line in the offseason, brought in Latavius Murray, and then drafted Dalvin Cook out of Florida State.
Now they'll run. Murray trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create, and if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Keenum to throw on 2nd down. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Forbath out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year, and they totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sharif Floyd able to drop him for a loss of a couple. On second down, here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And the pressure gets to him again. Daniil Hunter in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Newton. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the play.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. And they'll send the slot in motion left. To throw on 2nd down. Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. On 1st down, Newton. And the tight end Olsen, right side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On 2nd down, they run with Stewart. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll try and run it. Here's Stewart. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. On 1st down, it's Newton. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Ben Gideon coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton under pressure again, and down he goes again. Daniil Hunter in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again. 3rd and long, it's Newton. And he's
he's going to go down again. Linval Joseph in there again as this offensive line is in tatters. 3 sacks in 3 plays. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Marcus Sherrill's back deep for Minnesota. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 4th down, the Panthers send out Michael Pilardi to kick it away. Back deep is Marcus Sherrills. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl. But 3rd MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
We all the way back to Kurt Warner in, what, 1999, where he won the double?
We were going over that stat earlier. That is hard to believe.
But he would have been the MVP had the Patriots pulled that one out.
Yeah, he still has 5 rings, though. 5 Super Bowl titles for Brady.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. Out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter.
These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, you know, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 38. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27th. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. 27 yards. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And it is now 21-0. Forbath out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Looking to get the ground game going with Stewart. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. To throw on second down. Newton. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
After the interception, here's Keenum. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Shaq Thompson coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. On second down, here's Keenum. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him 14 on the play, and it'll be fourth down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
They do snap it to Keenum. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll start the drive with a run by Stewart. And he'll power his way up near the 25. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down.
Looking to throw on second down. Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Now Newton on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
They go play action with Stewart. Now Newton. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Everson Griffin in there to drop him the 7th.